Injuries are always going to be the case with a lot of running backs, and the next one, Matt, is no exception. That's DeAndre Swift. I know he's a favorite of a lot of people going into the season, and touchdowns are certainly something that if he scores a lot of, you can potentially cash in. 12 or more rushing touchdowns at plus 650. My gosh, that feels like a high number. 10 or more is plus 300. 8 or more is plus 130. In terms of his rushing yardage, higher than 1250 gives you 8 to 1 on your investment. To rush for 1,000 plus is plus 175, and his total on the season is 850 and a half. Now, I know that Detroit is probably going to use him as a primary ball carrier. You never know what can happen near the goal line. We know their quarterback in particular is not going to be rushing. Is there anything you like here on this board that leads you to believe 8 or more, 10 or more, 12 or more touchdowns? And then what do you think about his number here at 850 and a half?
Yeah, another big injury risk and another guy who's used heavily as a receiver. So when you specifically get down to rushing, he's slightly tougher to evaluate. But I do think that plus 800 for 1250 is a number I love. Obviously, you can do less yards, but much less payout. But at a certain point, sometimes you need to go all in, right? And you just need to say, yeah, I'm trusting this guy. That's a really good number. I know he's talented enough to do it. And I think Swift's that guy. And he probably will miss a couple games, but I still think he can get to that number just because you look at Jamal Williams, he's a good backup. He's a capable backup, but he's certainly not a guy that you're worried about really taking over this job. At this point, the Lions have to really trust Swift. They drafted him as high as they did for a reason. There's a lot of buzz about them. People are betting they're over like crazy. And I don't know if it's necessarily justified, if they're quite as good of a team as everyone seems to think. But at the same time, that they're going for it, and that will require giving DeAndre Swift the ball.
Yeah, no doubt. The way that they're going to win is going to be through him, no question.